Okay, here's some thoughts I have on my Azusa mini bike build. Some of the issues that I'm running into. First off, this brake lever, it had so much play in it up and down. I had to put some washers in between the screw here to try to take away the play. It's not a big deal, but you'd think they would tighten that up a bit. Another issue is when I first got this bike, there's a nice rip about 1.5 inches across in the seat. So I had to glue that back down, and I put this little sticker over it to try to hide it the best I can. Third issue I had was with, believe it or not, this brake cable. When it came, it only had about 2 inches of wire exposed, so I wasn't able to attach it to the brake drum. I had to cut off the little piece on the end, and then I took off about 2 inches of plastic over here, and then I got to slide this little piece back on to put it back into this brake assembly. The fourth issue I had was with this brake assembly. As you can see, the wire goes through, the cable actually goes through here and then attaches to the brake lever here. But when I got this metal piece was bent way out this way, away from the brake lever, so it wasn't even lined up. I had to put this in a vise just to bend it in so it's nice and straight with the brake lever at the back here. Another issue I had was, I'll get to it too, but the sprocket that comes with the Azusa kit, it's not exactly flush. So these pieces, these end forks right here, I had to put these pieces in a vise to bend it away from the sprocket. So how many issues is that? That's the brake lever, the seat, the cable, the bend, 5 issues. I think the biggest issue that I'm running into is the wheel and sprocket. I looked on YouTube, and a lot of guys, along with myself, when we installed this, and you rotate the tire, this piece of sprocket is not round, and it's not flush here, so the tire would, the wheel would actually get stuck as it rotated with the brake. And if you look at this, I put this metal ruler here, and I don't know if you can see this, but there's about 1/8 of an inch on this side, and when you come back down to this side, it's even smaller. So this goes all the way around like that, where there's different heights on the sprocket, and that is visible when you spin this. You can see this sprocket going like this when it's attached to the wheel. A final problem that I'm having is, if you feel on the inside of this lip here, there feels to be like a little bump. I'm going to take a Dremel tool and just ever so slightly grind this down a bit, and hopefully that will solve the problem of the brake catching the high spots on this drum, and I hope it moves freely. I'm also going to take off this sprocket from this the wheel. I'm going to just see if I can bang it flush again with a nice little hammer. We'll see how that goes. I was totally disappointed in that Azusa mini bike. I didn't want to put any more money into the thing. I had to buy a new sprocket, brake cable, and I felt the build quality is just terrible. So I ended up selling it on our local advertisement site. Took a bit of a loss. Instead, I purchased this Moto 80cc from Walmart. They had them on rollback for like $299. Compared to the Azusa, where I had to pay like $400 plus another $60 US in shipping, this was only $299 plus a little bit of tax, and I got a complete bike. I don't know why it was so cheap. I just noticed now Walmart raised the price back up to $3.50, but got it for $2.99. And I'm gonna plan on throwing in this Predator motor that I bought for the Azusa to increase the speed. But $299, can't beat it. So this says red and pink decals included. But when I open this up, it has the red and black decals, which is nice. And this is how it came packaged. This little protective cushion there. Look like it's packaged quite well. So it did actually come with a pink decal along with a red one, certificate of origin, owner's manual, oil, some miscellaneous tools, handlebar clamps, front plate, and that's how it's packaged inside there. Okay, that's quick and easy. Put it together. A few things that I noticed. Comes with a kickstand. Azusa, no kickstand. Fenders, which is awesome. The seat, I sat on a seat and it's way more comfortable. It's bigger and it's a lot softer. Paint's in awesome shape. Disc brakes. These foot pegs, they're welded to the bike right there, and those fold up. And I noticed when you turn the wheel, if you're picky like me, this fork frame here, it doesn't hit the main frame, so it won't scratch your paint. It stops before it hits the frame bar there. And then even little things like the brake lever. I had to adjust the one on the Azusa. It just felt cheap, but this one's just better. I'm going to keep it all black, not put the stickers on it, and then eventually I'll swap out the motor. But for the price, it's no comparison.